my one last light. If this is where the story ends, don't turn away too soon. Let me memorize your shadow in the corner of this room. I hear the words you're holding back, they're hanging in the air, like a truth we're both too broken to admit is really there. We're standing on a fault line, trying not to fall, but silence is a warning we can't ignore at all. Be my one last light before the dark comes in. Let me feel your heartbeat like it's ours again. If goodbye's forever, let it shine tonight. Just don't leave me without one last light. We were never good at endings, always running from the truth. Every tear we never cried now is breaking through. Your hands are getting colder, but I'm still holding on, like love could last forever. Even when it's gone, we're dancing with the echoes of who we used to be. But every step is pulling you further away from me. Be my one last light before the dark comes in. Let me feel your heartbeat like it's ours again. If goodbye's forever, let it shine tonight. Just don't leave me without one last light. We were never perfect, but we were always real. Every scar between us was something we could feel. If love is just a moment, then let this moment stay. I'd give up every tomorrow for one more yesterday. Be my one last light, even if it fades. Love like ours was never meant to stay. If memories are all I get to keep, let them burn like fire inside of me. Be my one last light before you disappear. Let me hold the pieces of everything we were here. If this is really goodbye, don't just walk away. Be my one last light before you fade to gray. Be my one last light before the dark comes in. Standing in my doorway, with goodbye inside your eyes. I kept searching for the right words, but they never came out right. Every second felt like breaking, but we tried to play it cool, like pretending we were strangers would erase what we once knew. We were holding on, but slipping through our hands. Somewhere in between, we lost what we had. We were almost forever, almost meant to be, almost every dream you once dreamed with me. Now almost is everything that I can remember. We were almost forever. There's a picture on the table from a life we couldn't keep. Now it's just a quiet echo of the promises we speak. I still hear you in the silence, like you never really left. But the truth is love can fade, even when it's at its best. We were close enough to feel it in our bones, but close doesn't mean we could make it home. We were almost forever, almost meant to be, almost every dream you once dreamed with me. Now almost is everything that I can remember. We were almost forever. Maybe we were just a moment dressed up as a lifetime. Maybe we were never written in the stars to align. But I'd do it all again, even knowing how it ends. 'Cause for a while you were my always, not just then. We were almost forever, almost strong enough, almost found a way when the road got rough. Now almost is all that's left of us together. We were almost forever. We were almost forever, but never quite enough. Almost found a way, but love gave up. Now I'm learning how to live with the surrender. We were almost forever. We were almost forever. We both saw it coming, but we turned our eyes away. Like if we kept pretending it would somehow make us stay. Every word between us felt heavier than before, but we kept holding tighter to a love we can't restore. We're standing on the edge now, too scared to let it go. But deep inside we already know. Let's stay until it hurts, until the truth breaks through, until the love we're holding isn't enough for two. Let's stay until it burns, until there's nothing left. I'd rather lose you slowly than never love you yet. There's a silence in your heartbeat that I've never felt before. Like you're already leaving while you're standing at the door. Every tear we're hiding is a crack we can't repair. But walking out is harder than pretending that you care. We're holding on to shadows of who we used to be, but shadows aren't enough to keep. Let's stay until it hurts, until the truth breaks through, until the love we're holding isn't enough for two. Let's stay until it burns, until there's nothing left. I'd rather lose you slowly than never love you yet. If this is how it ends, then don't you look away. Let every broken piece of us fall where it may. We were never meant to make it out alive, but loving you like this still feels better than goodbye. Stay just a little longer, even if it's wrong. Let's stay until it hurts, until we can't go on, until the night between us outlasts the dawn. Let's stay until it breaks every part of me and you, 'cause even pain together feels better than the truth. Let's stay until it hurts, until there's nothing left. I'd rather lose you slowly than love someone else instead. Stay until it hurts. Let's stay until it hurts. They say everything has a reason, every heartache has its place, but I can't find any meaning in the silence you replaced. Every prayer feels unanswered, like it's lost before it starts. If this is part of a plan, why does it tear me apart? I keep looking to the sky, but I don't feel anything. just an empty kind of wondering. Heaven didn't mean it when it took you away. Didn't know the silence would be louder than pain. If love is a lesson, I don't wanna learn it. Heaven didn't mean it, or it wouldn't hurt this way. There's a shadow in the daylight where your laughter used to live. Now I'm talking to the memories like they still have something left to give. Every moment feels frozen, like the world just moved on. But I'm stuck in the echo of a love that's already gone. I keep asking why it ends when it felt so right, but there's no answer in the night. Heaven didn't mean it when it took you away. Didn't know the silence would be louder than pain. If love is a lesson, I don't wanna learn it. Heaven didn't mean it, or it wouldn't hurt this way. If you're somewhere out there, can you hear me now? 'Cause I'm still holding on, even if I don't know how. They say time is a healer, but it's lying to me. 'Cause every second without you still cuts too deep. Maybe heaven needed you, but I needed you more. Heaven didn't mean it when it tore us apart. Didn't count the pieces of a breaking heart. If this is forever, I don't understand it. Heaven didn't mean it, or it wouldn't feel like this. Heaven didn't mean it, but it still took you away. And I'm left here with nothing but the echo of your name. Heaven didn't mean it, didn't mean it, didn't mean it. The room still smells like your perfume, like you just walked away. Every corner holds a memory that I don't know how to face. I keep reaching for your shadow, like it's still within my hands. But the truth is slowly sinking, this is where the story ends. I thought love would stay if we held on tight, but some things fade even when you try. After the last goodbye, what's left of you and I just echoes in the silence like a lullaby. We gave it all we had, we didn't even lie, but love can fall apart last goodbye. I've been learning how to breathe again in a world without your name. Every step feels unfamiliar, but I'm walking anyway. There's a piece of me that misses you, and a part that understands that loving you was beautiful, but never in our hands. Somewhere in the pain, there's a softer light, like letting go is another kind of ride. After the last goodbye, what's left of you and I just echoes in the silence like a lullaby. We gave it all we had, we didn't even lie, but love can fall apart after the last goodbye. Maybe we were meant to be a passing flame. Not every love is written to forever stay, but I'll carry you in everything I do, not as a loss, but as a truth. And maybe someday I'll smile without the pain. After the last goodbye, I'm still standing here, with every broken piece becoming clear. We were something real, even if it died, and that's enough for me. After the last goodbye, after the last goodbye, I'll learn to live again, not forgetting you, but letting go of when. And if love finds me, I won't ask it why, 'cause I believed in us after the last goodbye. After the last goodbye, there's still a light.